Okay, there we go. Um. Oh. So now my controller starts being an ass, huh? Come on. Please, work. Oh man. Oh my goodness. My controller is not syncing. This is a Korean game. Holy crap, hold on. This is one of those days. Looks like. This is one of those days. Okay, let's try it again. Alright. There we go. Okay, let's see if it works now. Alright, it works. Oh shit. This is one of those games where you shouldn't press start anywhere. Okay then. Can I GG this now? Yeah, let's see how much patience I have with this game today. There are 8 levels. And it's unfairly hard. I think I managed to get to like level 5 or 6. Weren't I gonna save state through it? I don't know. Actually, I'm not a huge fan of doing that even for these Korean games. It's definitely one possibility, if nothing else. Just use save states. But kinda defeats the whole purpose. In my mind. I'd say we'll play this game for a while. And once I get fed up with it, I'm just gonna move on. Timer, right? Timer. It wasn't frozen because it wasn't running ever in the first place. Yay! It unfroze. Yeah, I'm like super annoyed with my webcam at this point. Basically, I mean, I could just buy another one, but the one I've been using, it's a 720p 30 FPS webcam. Yeah, I mean it's been alright, but I thought if I'm going to buy a new one, I might just as well get a better one. I'm thinking of buying the C920, which is 1080p one. Around 100 euros. Not a huge deal. No, wish I was. I really wish that was the reason indeed. Hey, Tampa. But yeah, I'm open for suggestions. Not much point in going higher resolutions than 720p before I get the quality options in my stream, which is probably not gonna happen until I get partnered one day. Oh, what happened to my webcam? That's the thing. I have absolutely no idea what happened. So one day it was working perfectly, no issues whatsoever. I was doing a Discord call with a friend of mine. No problems. No nothing. And all of a sudden the next day, when I was starting my stream, I just got a black screen. Well, obviously I didn't have time to start figuring it out at that point. But later, I started investigating, and turns out it wasn't just OBS, but actually every single application that I tried using it with: Skype, Windows built-in camera app, Discord, Logitech's own proprietary software, one that you can use to also shoot some quick videos with. Everything just gave me a black screen. Yeah, actually I did. My brother was over yesterday with his laptop, and sure enough, the same behavior happened with his laptop as well. Microsoft Livecam Studio. €100. Yeah, €100 is pretty much my budget here as well. Yeah, I think it's dead. But here's the thing, Inde. What I did was I downloaded a Linux Live CD. I fired it up. Plugged in the webcam, and boom, it worked. Just like that. Now, I thought that, okay, this kinda should settle the issue of if it's a hardware issue or a software issue. So first I thought it's a software issue. because it did work in Linux. But after a long time of trying out different things, I realized it actually did work randomly every now and then with Windows applications as well. Now, I haven't been able to reproduce it, but I installed an NVIDIA update, and all of a sudden it started working. So of course I was like, oh nice. So it was just a GPU driver issue or something. Cool. Okay, let me plug it in the correct port. So I switched the USB port and it stopped working. I plugged it back into the port it was working on before, right? And it didn't work anymore. So I tried uninstalling the driver, reinstalling the driver. I tried updating every single chipset driver I had. I tried installing an older version of an NVIDIA driver. I even updated Windows to the new Windows 10 version, one that's optional at this point. And every single time when I did something, I tried to use the webcam in between. And sometimes it worked, but most of the time it didn't. So I don't know. I mean, the only thing that's bothering me is the fact that it did work in Linux, but it might be just good luck, because I only tried it once and it did work. And as I said, it did work in Windows as well, randomly. Hey, tic-tac-toe. Well, it would have been nice if I would have been able to do it, but unfortunately I realized I had my restore points disabled. So that would probably have been a thing I could have done. But the problem was, even if it would have been a possibility, I would have lost everything I had been doing on my PC up until that point, because that's what restore points do. And it wouldn't have actually fixed anything either. Yeah. The thing is, because it did the same thing on another PC as well, my theory at this point is that it's broken. It's broken on a hardware level, but it's not completely broken. It's like, if stars align perfectly, it might work for a while. But whatever the issue is, the conclusion is that I can't use a webcam like that, right? It's dead. It could be a loose connection, so indeed is. I could go ahead and open it, see if there's anything at all I can do about it. But doing something like that is going to be a desperate move at this point. But it's not impossible. Yeah, I tried fiddling with the cable in Windows, but nothing works. And the thing is, I had it plugged in, and I didn't even touch the thing when it started working. And I close a couple of applications, and it stops working. I restart my PC and it's not working. I install an update and now it is working. And I'm always really careful with any piece of hardware I have. And I have never dropped the thing anywhere. I didn't do anything before it started being problematic. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I have a hard time believing it's a loose connection. It's just too cold. No, can't say I have, Tic Tac. If I had been handling it roughly, I could kinda understand if there was an occasion. I remember, okay, there was this one time when I dropped it on the floor and I dropped a book on it or something like that. And yeah, it's still working, but no. It's been basically just sitting on top of my monitor for as long as I remember. And I have zero issues with it. Oh. 60 in pure webcam mode and 30 when recording a video. Yeah, I'm basically looking for 1080p 60p webcam at this point, because if I'm going to buy a new one, I might just as well buy a better one at the same time. So what you're looking at here is just a workaround. Razer webcam? Oh yeah? Ring light, like it provides additional lighting to your face and stuff. Wouldn't say no to that. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I think that the webcam the one that just broke, I think it was like, I think it was 50 euros, something along those lines, when I first bought it. So yeah, I mean, it's not a huge issue. You can always get a new one. It's just weird is all. Things like that normally don't just, you know, break or die. Just like that, I mean. I guess it depends what counts as recording and what counts as using a webcam. If I'm streaming, is it 30 or 60? Oh, Inde, are you saying you don't want to see my nip slip? Oh, come on. I know you do. Just wait until I start wearing tank tops. I'm gonna become a titty streamer myself. Hey, come on. Men can do it also. Why couldn't they? Yeah, it's irrelevant. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Well, yeah, that's what I'm looking for, basically, but what I care about most is that the fucking thing works. And yeah, lighting features indeed sound pretty useful. Let me check that link real quick. Razer Kyo. Oh, yeah, nice. Yeah, there's a ring light feature. Pretty good. That's pretty good. 1080p, 30 FPS, up to 720p, 60 FPS. You know, I think I could also do 720p, 60 FPS. I've been quite happy with the quality of the webcam I had so far. It's never been a problem to me. And normally if you're streaming, you're gonna have just a tiny webcam window anyway, right? So should be fine. Yeah, and even 60 FPS is kind of debatable, to be honest. But I've been kind of looking for better solutions for lighting, honestly. I know it kind of sucks what I have right now. But I have an idea actually. I got this idea online from somebody who had created his lighting so that he had a bunch of LED strips, right? And he just covered or like taped some LED strips on his shelves, like up here, right? And then he covered it with some what's it? What's the thing called? Like plastic tablecloth to kind of make the light become a little bit softer, right? I think it was a pretty decent idea. Well, you never know. You never know, tic-tac-toe, but... No, the thing is, actually, I already, I purchased some from Cyber Monday, from China, from AliExpress. Well, basically, I had some other use in mind for them. I was planning to use them for my on my other TV for backlighting, but I could go ahead and actually use it for lighting on the stream as well. USB strip, yeah, it's a USB strip as well. The thing I ordered. I'm not sure if it had a remote though, Health. Now, I don't really have a shelf here, but I might just go ahead and, you know, tape it on the monitor. I'm not sure yet, or maybe I'm just gonna tape it on the wall. I think that should work pretty good. Some streamers switch to full screen to say hi and buy the chat. Yeah. Yeah, there's some advantage to having 1080p, 60p setup for sure. Wouldn't exactly say no to that. Well, at least this guy was able to get some nice lighting to himself using just LED strips. I mean, anything's better than what I have at the moment. The problem is my space here is extremely limited, so I will never be able to, you know, get the full 3-point lightning thing or anything. Whatever I do, it has to be very basic. I am streaming in 720p at the moment, but I'm really looking forward to one day get the quality options. You know? And at that point, it would be nice to have a possibility to do 1080p. But it's not a requirement actually. I do right now. It seems to it seems to be random, yeah. It seems to be random, Sharpie. Sometimes I get them and sometimes I don't. I think it's based on the number of viewers. But the problem is they are not consistent. If they were consistent enough, then I would just upscale my stream to 1080p. Because it's always nicer to have a better quality than worse quality, right? But if I just upscale it to 1080p immediately, then some viewers who might have a worse internet connection, they might be turned off because they're not able to watch it. So that's why I kind of want to I want to be sure that I always have the quality options before I do that. Yeah, indeed. But yeah, I would still, it would be nice to give the option of going 1080p if you do have a good internet connection. If you don't get them, you wait 10 minutes. Your intro boot up screen, then stop the stream for 8 seconds, turn back on. Way to unbug them. My trick anyway. Yeah, I've heard about that. Like there are some ways you can kind of force it, but it's kind of a ghetto solution. Yeah. And you have to remember to do it every time. You have to first start your stream, then you have to wait, then you have to go to your own webpage. You have to check if the quality options are enabled, and if they aren't, you have to go back, and then you have to restart the stream. Ugh. Nah, I'd much rather either use them just by turning them on, or not use them at all. Sure, but I'd still have to keep checking if I have them. So it would need to be a part of my startup routine to check if I have the quality options, and if I don't have them, I would have to start fiddling with the settings, and maybe it works like that, or maybe there will be some problems anyway. I'm 100% sure. Like, alright, I'll be like, okay, let me restart the stream, and I'll restart the stream, and the quality options are not there, and I'll restart the stream again, like, oh my god. And then eventually I will need to downscale the quality anyway later on. Ugh. Yeah. Buy Twitch off Amazon. Multicast? Yeah. But the thing is, if you're partnered, you are bound to get the quality options pretty much always. So at this point, No, it's this point. It's just gonna be 720p for me all the time, until someday maybe I'll get partnered, and at that point I will consider upscaling it. Until then, this is how it's going to be. And when you're streaming old games like this, it's not a huge deal anyway. At this point, I've basically hit all the other requirements for becoming a partner. Besides having, I think you need to have 75 viewers on average, which I still don't have. But I'm not, I'm not exactly. It's not. It's like my target, but it's like so far away there. It happens when it happens, if it happens. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I do get up 75 plus from time to time, randomly. I think the highest I've done is like little less than 100. I just it's it's not a big deal, but it's pretty cool. But getting constantly that many viewers, yeah, that's there are no silver bullets for that. Yeah, yeah, indeed. So, my internet connection, personally, is not the problem, because I have a 200 megabyte connection. 200 megabit connection, I apologize. But the problem is if you upscale it to 6000, like 6 MBs stream, then it's gonna create some requirements for the viewers as well. For me personally, it's not gonna be a problem, but it's gonna be a problem for many others. Grow boobs. Do man boobs count? Can I do it with man boobs? The problem is I'm not fat enough. I mean, I'm fat, but I'm not fat enough. Blonde wig, heavy beard. Yeah, that ought to do the trick. I can start with a heavy beard. That one I can do myself. You sometimes get 75 on the weekends. Weekdays is a lot tougher. Yeah. Yeah, it also depends on the competition, so to speak, at any given time. Retro is kind of a tough one to get a lot of streamers and a lot of viewers anyway. It's because it's not very popular. So if any of the popular streamers are streaming at the same time, it's gonna be hard. Why not? You would love me in a fedora. I'm already a moral neckbeard, Inde. So why not become a actual one? Why just as well, right? I'm nerdy. I'm awkward. I don't have anything interesting to say. Hey, that's me. And also I'm bad with the ladies. So I have all the good features of a neckbeard already. Hey, Echo, what's up, man? Fedora rims without lenses. Oh man, oh man. Yeah, yeah. Exactly, there we go. Numa 9000, you're a cool guy with 20 viewers. Thanks, man. I do appreciate it. 20 viewers at the moment? Okay, nice. But don't forget about the fedora. They also have the fedora. Neckbeard and fedora. Those things go hand in hand. Can't have one without the other. We're not dumping this game just yet, I guess. I mean, honestly, I don't love playing this game, but I don't hate it either. It's it's impossibly unfair, and I don't see us beating this game anytime soon. I don't know what I'm going to do with it just yet. Maybe we'll save state it. Maybe we'll just skip it at a point, or maybe we'll just keep trying until I get it. Who knows? I haven't decided yet. Boom, dead. Korean games don't deserve more than 5 hours. After that, we can deem it impossible to beat and move on. The problem is I have beaten a bunch of Korean games. I thought Gunsmoke would be impossible. But hey, I did it. But I kinda do agree with you. I'm a broken record, but I shouldn't be doing these Korean games because they're not proper SMS games. I'm just doing them because I decided to do them. So I kinda do agree with you. You're gonna fix your cam, unfortunately. Yeah, I couldn't. Oh. I tried, I really tried, and Hells, Dango, and Brigand were helping me a lot. But unfortunately, it's dead. It's partly dead. I think the issue is on hardware level. Like, it works randomly after installing updates, and it does work in Linux, but does it work consistently in Linux? I don't know. And at this point, it's not gonna matter anymore, right? Like, even if I get it working in Linux, it's going to be like, well, so how do I get it working in Windows? And I don't really have a good answer for that. I could reformat my PC, reinstall Windows, but I think it's going a little bit overboard. Just because of a webcam issue, and I've tried everything I can. It's gonna be a new webcam at this point. Oh yeah, indeed, this is indeed Korean. Can't you tell? Of course it's a Korean game. It was picked by Hells. You oughta know, man. He never picks anything else besides Korean games. Some people will go above and beyond. Extra mile to research and find the shittiest games to pick. And some people will go the extra mile to find the shittiest games to play as well, man. Who could that be? I have no idea. Yeah, well, tic-tac-toe. You do what you have to do. Man's gotta do what a man's gotta do. Hells made me do it. Hashtag blame Hells. Part pleasure, part pain. Things go kinda hand in hand. I think also Zelda enjoys watching me play these games. I remember talking about this in my streams. Like, it was a long time ago, but basically what I said was like, yeah, I mean, playing these shitty games, people don't really want to see me play the games, they just want to see me suffer. And it was like a moment of silence, and Zelda just typed in the chat that, yeah, well, that's true. And she was the only one last time who insisted on me keeping playing this game. So, but yeah, what can I say? I'm a masochist. I'm also dead. I need a Korean filter on that dock of yours, yeah. I need a Korean filter on my emulator. And the thing is, when I first started playing this game, it just didn't work on the on my emulator. So I had to go down a couple of versions just to get this game working. So there already is a filter in BizHawk, the emulator I'm using. What does that say about the game? Well, to be honest, I give Hell's credit. He doesn't pick them and then watch for 5 minutes and disappear. No, he definitely doesn't. He definitely doesn't. I see Latin alphabet, nobody is named Dung Shong Hyong, so I couldn't know this. It's more about the overall quality than the alphabet, man. Korean quality goes beyond the language. Make it an emote. Unfortunately, I only have one emote. This is one of the targets for becoming partner, right? So I will get more emotes. Blame Hells will definitely be one of them. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Yep. That's fair, Inde. That is fair. What can I say? I'm here for you guys. FFZ emotes. How do I do that? I know of them, but I don't know them. A lawsuit. Well, you gotta have some amount of excitement in your life, right? Why am I staying on the right side? Right side of the screen all the time. Is it helping me? She knows. She knows what's up. Oh. Oh. Okay. Right. Yeah, so it's kind of unrelated to Twitch. The problem is you can't really use them on other channels, can you? You can only use them on your channel. I mean, obviously. That's how it works. Like that. There we go. No, wait. Is that an official emote from another channel, or is that an FFZ emote? How does it work? Oh shit. Ah, of course. Yeah. Right. Yeah. I guess that works. But I don't know. Maybe. 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 Oh, that's an emoji. Nice. Well. Too bad there is no blame hells emoji. Would be a lot cooler if there was. Should be a part of the common emoji repository, in my opinion. Yet. It's gonna happen one day. One day. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Papati. Tipatu. Tapata. Tipati. Blame hells with no space. Kinda forgot they do that. I'm dead. Would be nice if there was continuous in this game. It's the farthest? I don't remember. You can check it with exclamation mark PB. Hells and Echo have been updating it quite rigidly. A fifth one. Huh. Interesting. I could have sworn it was the sixth one, but okay. That ring lighting webcam really got me intrigued. Maybe I should look if it's available in Finland. Then I wouldn't have to deal with taxes. Unless it's available in EU as well. My patience is actually already growing pretty thin with this game. But the thing is, it's not unfair in the traditional sense of the word. It's 100% skill dependent. Looks like the spawns are static, as in there's not much RNG here. It's definitely a game that you can memorize. Just learn the levels. But that's all in theory. In reality, it's gonna be super hard. Me in disgust, or maybe the chat in disgust. I always feel like the chat dislikes these Korean games actually way more than I do. I'm more like, well, they are what they are. And everybody in the chat is like, oh god, please make it stop. Why not save state? I don't actually have a good answer for that else. Maybe it's because it's technically against my rules. The thing is, I know I was using save states on Nightmare too, but the only reason I was doing that was because the game was just broken, and the normal password feature didn't work. So I kinda gave myself a little bit of wiggle room in that regard. But this game though, I mean, it's hard. It's super hard. It's nearing the unforgiving levels of difficulty. But is it broken? I don't think so. I think it works just the way it's supposed to work. So the only real excuse I could come up with for using save states on this game would be just the fact that it's hard. And maybe I guess that the same could be said about many games. But all the games that I have beaten, at least the ones that have not been broken, I have beaten fair and square, without save states. I could make an exception for Korean games though. I don't know. Yeah. In the end, it's not gonna matter to me. Maybe the biggest reason I'm still playing this game and not moving on to the next one is just because I'm kind of afraid what's coming up next after. It's gonna be some super hard actual SMS game. And I'm kinda delaying the inevitable here. I'm totally fine with that. Oh, that's just that's an artistic style choice, man. You know? I want to believe. Oh man, you know it could be definitely a lot worse than this. This game is at least playable. It's not good, but it's playable. Oh, fuck. Okay, that's fair. It is kind of frustrating to lose that many lives that quickly. So you're doing one level perfectly, and on the next one you just lose everything in 15 seconds. Gone in 15 seconds. Game. Korean edition. Kangokun hen. No, if I skip, you don't pick again, man. You don't get a free pass on that one. Nice try, though. Nice try. So you might want to reconsider your statement, man. Oh, there we go. That's the spirit. Rigged! It's rigged! Fucking hell. I wanna think I'm improving. Am I though? I think I'm supposed to stay around here on the second level. Seems to be fairly safe. Fairly. This is the worst level. Because enemies are starting to appear behind me. Which makes it even worse. Yep. Now I could do it with save states, but what's the point in that? It's not like there's anything else to show here. Just a couple of different colored enemies. The game doesn't change, the music doesn't change, there's no end screen, no nothing. Oh, god damn it. But there is no end. It keeps on looping. That's the thing. Keeps on looping. Not gonna change. Yeah, loops after level 8. I mean, I guess there's an argument to being made about just showing you guys the content, but there's not much to show, honestly. I might. Just might. Eventually. I kind of feel masochistic right now. I kind of feel like playing this game. Still. I don't want to change it just yet. Just looking for a mental escape hatch. I'm cool with playing this game for a little bit longer though. Wait, that was pretty good. Yeah, there's nothing else to show here. Besides different colored enemies. I do agree with that. But that's fair. Yeah, I mean, I just might if actually people would rather see me play something else than keep playing this. Oh man, this is so frustrating. I had such a good run going on here. I was able to beat level 2 without dying once, and immediately as I get to level 3, I start fucking it up. Oh man. Whew. Yeah, it's the difficulty spikes really quickly here. This level 3 is really hard. And it's only gonna become worse from here. Hey, Tenebrae! Yeah, list of games to revisit. I could. I'd actually say all the games that have been completed with questionable methods might be revisited at the end. Probably not. I mean, someday when I will actually have reached game number 379, you actually think I am going to go ahead and play these games again? I mean, eventually, maybe, just for lulz. But immediately after, yeah, no thanks. Oh, god damn it. God damn it. Oh, I was so hopeful. Of course, they decided to appear behind me. Just when I had it going so well. Oh, that is frustrating. That is frustrating. Oh well. Yeah, I could, but at this point I might... Yeah, okay, I'm dead. Yeah, this is my PB, by the way. Level 5. This is my PB. Hmm. They're not all trash. They're not all trash. There have been like some decent ones. Just mark as bonus for a special event. Yeah. Most don't. Most don't. My only rationale for including them was just because there wasn't too many of those. And of course, if you go for unlicensed games, if you're not limiting yourself in some way, sky's gonna be the limit, right? Because somebody can just go ahead and create a homebrew game of their own, and then you have to include that, and somebody else will create one, and then another guy will create one. It's never going to end. But my criteria has just been if it ever had a physical release, which is kind of yeah. I mean, it's a loose criteria still, but yeah. When I first decided to include these Korean games, I had no idea they were just straight up ports from MSX. I knew that they were not exactly good or well made, but I thought they would have been at least SMS games, but turns out they weren't. So that's like the strongest argument against them at the moment. I'd say I'm gonna skip this one for now. I've been playing this for almost 4 hours, and I don't really feel like I'm making a lot of progress here.